I'm Stephen Stone, Chancellor of Trent University and a proud graduate of this great institution. When I was a student here, way back in the 1960s, Trent had only recently been founded under the guiding principles set by its first president, Tom Simons. Now, Tom's vision was that to change the world requires education, but not just any education. Rather, an education which trains us to think in new and innovative ways. And the foundation of that unique education is a multidisciplinary approach to formal classes, combined with a college system of personalized interaction and social learning, plus a personalized interactive training experience grounded in the needs of our local communities. And that, in very short form, is the secret sauce of Trent University. That is the Trent system. Now, the world around us, as we know, is changing at a rapidly accelerating pace, and the next few years will be tumultuous, even chaotic, for good or bad. In previous years, I've talked about the three major challenges facing us. First, the environment, and of course, climate change at the core. Secondly, social divisiveness, driven in many ways by the old talk radio formats, but now by the new social media algorithms, with the end result that in many areas of the world, democracy is under threat. And then the third, generative artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, and all the similar platforms. They've really risen to public awareness as being potentially wonderful, world-saving perhaps, but at the same time, potentially catastrophic, and even potentially an existential threat to humanity. Between all three, the world in the next few years is going to become almost unrecognizable. The world is going to need to be saved, and that is where you come in. The ability to respond effectively in the face of these massive changes requires a certain kind of person, a certain kind of heart, a certain kind of mind, a certain kind of graduate. You, a product of the Trent system, someone who thinks and acts in new and innovative ways. Now, many students will graduate this year in Canada and around the world, but you are unique because you have been and will forever remain an integral part of the Trent University community. You are forever imbued with the unique secret powers of the Trent system. You are our new hope. Now, some of you know where the phrase "a new hope" comes from. When Star Wars first came out in 1977, even though it was the first movie in the series, time-wise, it was actually the middle of the story. And so it was entitled Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. And that is how I think of you, of us, a small group of rebels whose mission is to save the world. And so, let the adventures begin. My heartfelt congratulations go to all of our graduates today. You have reached an important milestone. And your new mission, saving the world, perhaps in big ways, but equally importantly, in small, incremental, personal ways, that mission now begins. I now declare Convocation open.
Greetings, bonjour, anin. My name is Leo Rourke. I count myself fortunate, very fortunate, to be the 8th President and Vice Chancellor of Trent University. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome you to our beautiful campus on the treaty and traditional territory of the Mississauga Anishinaabe. We are grateful to them for their teachings about the land. Chi-miigwech to members of Curve Lake First Nation and the Métis Nation of Ontario, and to staff and faculty for leading the procession with the eagle staffs, water, eagle feather, and condolence cane. These symbols are a sign of honor and respect for our new graduates. I would like to recognize and extend an especially warm welcome to Deborah Cooper-Berger, Chair of the Board of the Trent University Board of Governors. Deborah. I'm pleased to welcome all of our graduates in the environmental sciences, in the arts, and in the sciences, as well as their families, partners, and friends who are here with us today, including those watching on the live stream from somewhere else in Canada or around the world. I did want to tell you that this ceremony is the culmination of many years of hard work completed by the students who will graduate today. In one way, it is a very formal ceremony. Lots of formal elements like the procession, fancy gowns, symbols, hats, formal language, and lots of pomp and circumstance. At the same time, I wanted to remind you that Convocation is a celebration. It's a party for our graduates. Just to prove that, I wore my official Trent party shoes, just to, in light of the party element, I want to give the audience permission to feel free to recognize the graduates in whatever ways you wish. I hope I don't regret that. Applause, cheering, and shouts of jubilation are all strongly encouraged. Feel welcome to embarrass your graduates if you want to. Oh, okay. Thank you. I think that's a good start. To our graduates, I will say that we live in a complex and evolving world, but we believe that Trent graduates like you can make a difference as compassionate and critical thinkers who challenge, build, and take part in a vibrant future. As an alum, you join the ranks of a global network of distinguished Trent graduates, award-winning authors, advocates, corporate leaders, teachers, lawyers, Nobel Prize winners, and people, many people, who contribute in outstanding ways through their careers in their communities. Before you head off into your bright future, today, I encourage you to take some time to savor this special moment and to imagine where your life will take you and to define a purpose which is uniquely your own. It's now my pleasure to introduce a very special individual whose remarkable contributions will be recognized with an honorary doctorate of laws. Dr. Audrey Kobayashi Dr. Audrey Kobayashi is a globally recognized scholar of feminist geography, gender studies, and social justice. Her work has significantly challenged the way academics think about equity. Through more than 40 years of writing and research, teaching and mentorship, activism and advocacy, Dr. Kobayashi has advanced interdisciplinary knowledge about migration, immigration, race, gender, class, ability, and identity. hugely important issues in the world today. As the author and editor of many foundational publications, she has shaped key academic and public policy discussions about racism and anti-racism in Canada. She is the first Canadian woman of color elected as president of both the Canadian Association of Geographers and the American Association of Geographers. Throughout her prestigious career, Dr. Kobayashi has served as a Fulbright Fellow at the Migration Policy Institute in Washington, D.C., and has held prestigious visiting fellowships worldwide. She has also received recognition for her outstanding contributions to the National Association of Japanese Canadians. Mr. Chancellor, I have the great privilege of presenting to you for the degree Honorary Doctorate of Laws, honoris causa, Dr. Audrey Kobayashi. Congratulations, Dr. Kobayashi. It is now my great pleasure to invite you to address Convocation.
Chancellor, President, graduates, faculty, family, and friends, good afternoon. I'm so honored to speak on these traditional lands of the Mississauga Nations, the Hiawatha, Curve Lake, Scugog, and Alderville. I live and work on lands of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe territories. My acknowledgement is not symbolic, it's especially germane to the issue of racism, which I've been asked to address today. Because racism is fundamental to the history of Canada. So I'm sure the graduates have learned that racism is a historical construction of how we define humanity. I believe that hatred and violence have always occurred among humans, just as there has always been love. But from the time that Europeans first discovered their ships could ply the oceans for their benefit, the Indigenous peoples of the Americas, of Africa, and of Asia have been caught up in the supply chains of human beings and of commodities, of Europeans setting out to plunder or to settle lands for wealth or power. By the 18th century, perhaps the most debated question among scientists and philosophers was that of race. How many races? What were their attributes? They invented the race concept in order to classify others, the whole world, and to justify practices of domination, labor exploitation, genocide, to expand a powerful and profitable colonial system. So not only did their thinking justify violence and hatred, but the most respected university professors of their time laid the foundations of an edifice of racism through racialization, which remains with us today. Indigenous peoples of the Americas were stripped of territory, culture, health. African Indigenous peoples were transported to a life of enslavement and a legacy of poverty. Asian people became chattels of indenture and similar abuses wherever labor could be exploited. Now, this is a familiar history, and we know that the results of racialization remain with us. I won't say any more about that history, because knowing it and changing it are not the same. As the university professor For the past 5 decades, I've been trying to figure it out. And in some places today, I would be vilified for those efforts. I would be accused of teaching critical race theory. And my writing might be banned from some school libraries. Yes, even in Canada it has happened. And I've spoken about racism literally thousands of times in public, in the classroom, usually successfully, but I've also been accused of exaggerating, of being too sensitive, of playing the race card, or the unforgivable sin of making good people feel guilty. And I respond to the latter, that feeling guilty is such a useless white privilege. The effects of racism, of course, are constantly changing, often in Canada, for the better, and often for the worse. Now, I'm not going to suggest that there is any simple way in which colonialism just created racism, although today that invented concept of race is deployed in the systemic and systematic denial of equality in employment, in institutions, in cultural and social practices, in our everyday lives. Nor do I believe that we should or even could reverse history. But I do believe passionately that education is the major way in which we, as ordinary citizens, can understand both historical and contemporary racism and help to develop ways to counter it. So in 1996, after students and faculty at Queen's protested the presence of Holocaust deniers on campus, I inaugurated a third-year course on race and racism. And that course has enriched my life more than any other. I've learned so much from students, from colleagues, and from the racialized and Indigenous communities with whom I've been privileged to work for a very long time. Now, students have always been fascinated and appalled as well to learn the facts of historical racialization. Big picture racism, colonialism, exploitation, racist legislation, Jim Crow, redlining, apartheid, the Holocaust, criminalization, violent dispossession, and from my own background, the 1940s dispossession of Japanese Canadians. So students easily recognize the overt and the systemic. They know that hate crimes have risen in Canada, that we face Islamophobia and anti-Semitism every day. They know that after the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, Asians experienced racist taunts and violence, that the issues that we have created for Indigenous peoples are not close to being addressed. That a third of Americans today believe the outright racist lies that are told by a certain former president. But the most difficult concept is that there is no big picture and small picture, only a continuous circle of racism in which every seemingly small, inconsequential act constitutes and is constituent of that whole circle in which human beings are defined, classified, and differentiated. So I would like to relate one small classroom incident that affected me more deeply than any other over 30 years of teaching that course. The topic of the class was everyday racism. Those subtle acts, they range from smug assumptions to inappropriate personal questions to microaggressions and a host of others. Now, my friend Philomena Essed, author of the book Everyday Racism, was giving a guest lecture. And she asked the class if anyone could provide an example. And a student near the front stood up and told a story. They were walking down Princess Street in Kingston on a Saturday morning when a car pulled up and parked. A man got out, walked around to the rear passenger door and removed a toddler. And he kneeled to adjust the toddler's snowsuit, glanced up and caught the eye of my student, then enclosed the little girl in a close hug. My student felt like they'd been slugged in the stomach. The student sat down. Now, from the front of the classroom, I looked into the eyes of about 100 students, and I saw two reactions. From one group, total incomprehension, even the odd snigger. From the other group, total comprehension, even the odd tear. Now, I'm sure that most of you will have guessed that my student was tall, male, and black. And that this encounter, most importantly, replicated millions of encounters in boardrooms, courtrooms, streets, workplaces, schools that turn a sunny Saturday into something else, that define lives and that implicate all of us, but affect only some of us. Now, most of us recognize blatant racism. I don't have to stand here and tell you about it, but we struggle to see the subtle ways in which it affects people personally and influences everyday life. Now, that story has generated more discussion on all sides among students than any other in the 3 decades that I taught that class. So, if I have something to say to those of you who are graduating today, it's this. Please remember this apparently trivial story. Acknowledging this story is not a remedy for racism, but nor is it something to be scorned. It's a tiny portion of the huge circle of racialization that's defined our world. Please continue to expand your understanding of how racism works and how it affects people in different ways, but relentlessly. And please continue a commitment to challenge and change it. Please educate others. Educate them about racism wherever life takes you. And please believe in the power of education. And don't let racism win. To all of you, graduates, my most sincere congratulations for what you've achieved and accomplished. I wish you a wonderful day with your families, with your colleagues, with friends, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Dr. Kobayashi, for that insightful address. Now it's time for graduates to cross the stage and officially become Trent alumni. Graduates, here's the way it works. Dr. Stephen Hill, Director of the Trent School of the Environment, will read your name. When you hear your name, move, it says here, move purposefully to Chancellor Stone, where you will pose for a photograph. Then cross the stage so that I congratulate you. Another photograph. And finally, you'll complete your moment of fame by meeting Dr. Alma Barranco Mendoza, who's the president of the Trent University Alumni Association, who will warmly welcome you into the Trent alumni family. Are we ready? We are. Mr. Chancellor, Dr. Stephen Hill, Director of the Trent School of the Environment, will now present the candidates for all degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to present for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Science Studies the candidates whose names will be read, whom the Senate has duly declared worthy of the honor, that they may receive the degree at your hands. Jasper Burton. Samantha Capel. Cameron Nicholas Cheshire. Olivia Gates. Nicole Murphy. Mary Linus. Hillary Wright. Jacob Wunsch. Congratulations. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Environmental Science and Studies. Now, Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to present for the degree Bachelor of Arts in the Honors Program the candidates whose names will be read, whom the Senate has duly declared worthy of the honor, that they may receive the degree at your hands. Amy Marie Anchel. Sarah Catherine Ontimus. Sophia Benchafi. Chanel Bowen. Francesca Bravo. Deck Campbell. Oh, Campbell back. Avery Campbell. Lily Grace Carpenter. Stephanie Ann Chason. Monica Chimeta. Chelsea Loran Counter. Sydney Cranley. Charlotte Dales. Charles Edward Redner Cumberland. Morgan Grace Davies. Herschel Christian DeMel. Caitlin Margaret Ann Dodds. Rachel Dufley. Congratulations. Noah Edwards. Marissa Shea Fotu. Liam Gallagher. Janitha Ganala Singham. Madeline Green. Mary Lorelei Hallett. Robert Christopher Hayashi. Brooke Alexandra Headley. Congratulations. David Camps. Emily Johnston. Samuel Johnston. Serena Rose Karavich. Matea Anna Lisa Klassen. Georgia Ray Norgate Lavers. Madison Lohman. Lily Lalonde. Savannah Lummis. Jolene Luamba. Finley McFadden. Annie McElroy. Tate McIntyre. Alyssa Miniovich. Kudzai Mushambi. Mamu Mahud. Vasiana Michelle Moraru. Gabriela Ortez Urieta. Gavin Christopher Osborne. Dylan Shane Ostrander. Alanis Padoa. Laura Page. Nolan James Parsons. Jack Robert Patterson. Chloe Phillips. Liam Rafferty. Emily Jane Pickstock. Meredith Roberts.
Thank you, Nell.
Kelsey Root. William John Ritza. Nick Sharipa. Avery Scott. Dana Carolyn Elizabeth Scott Thomas. Emma Lauren Sonneman. Joy Success. Madison Smutney. Sarah Elizabeth Thurer. Abigail Barbara Thompson. Crystal Tufford. Cynthia Turnbull. Ida Karen Owimana. Clara Van Seidenborg. Teka Vidutsis. Isabel Walford. Maggie Wareham. Logan Milne Egglestaff Warner. Mark Wilson. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Arts in the Honors Program. Woo! Now, Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to present for the degree Bachelor of Science in the Honors Program the candidates whose names will be read, whom the Senate has duly declared worthy of the honor that they may receive the degree at your hands. Abdullahi Abukar. Jillian Rebecca Archer. Ryan Austin. Riley Aiden Ballard. Ben Bates. Neil Beckwith. Kaylin Karskaden. Nicole Ashley DeCastro. Matthew Dimitrov. Vanda Mirini. Lance Dosty. Taylor Doyle. Emily Maureen Irwin. Katie Evanson. Jennifer Fadak. Amelia Foley. Abigail Maria Glassford. Jade Maya Gorman. Samantha Taylor Gottschalk. Hayden Hammock. Lauren Hines. Willem Ray Jacobson. The Simons Medal is named in honor of the founding president, T.H.B. Simons, and is awarded to students that achieve high overall standing in the honors program. Mr. Chancellor, please present the Simons Medal to Alexis Laplante. Stephen Kyle Landrum. Rochelle Christina Leppert. Ashley Marie McCrae. Jonathan Reagan Miller. Christina Neshevich. Sarah Elizabeth O'Brien. Nadia Oman. Noah William Oper. Robert Paniotis Polaris. Nicole Alexandra Peters. Jessica Pose. Julianne Prentice. Annie Robertson. Kyla Madison Richer. Arlen Rivet. Alyssa Laura Skanga. Jack Scott. Emily Silk. Sarah Simmons. Swena Shrikalmulin. Rachel Lynn Thompson. Trinity Torrejos. Grayson Tucker. Dan Vandeloo. Everett Vitols. Jasmine Wakeling. Matthew Wall. Jenna Logan Wilson. Jeremy Donald Woolner. Logan Zavitz. Helen Zhang. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Science in the Honors Program. Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to present for the degree Bachelor of Arts in the General Program the candidates whose names will be read, whom the Senate has duly declared worthy of the honor that they may receive the degree at your hands. Alyssa Lucky Clark. Marielle Céline Filion. Cara Ann Finley. Jillian Fitzgerald. Hannah Robin Johnson. Emily McMurray. Pasindu Pires. Gwekunmund Pitawanakwit. Kov Sartar. Vinay Bal. Felicity Amanda Linda Smith. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Arts in the General Program. Now, Mr. Chancellor, I'm pleased to present for the degree Bachelor of Science in the General Program the candidates whose names will be read, whom the Senate has duly declared worthy of the honor that they may receive the degree at your hands. Natasha Elizabeth De Silva. And please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Science in the General Program. Mr. Chancellor, I ask you to confer degrees in absentia on candidates whose names are before you and who are unable to be with us today. Yes, you do that. And Mr. Chancellor, I'd like to ask Professor Dan Longboat to come forward to introduce the honor song.
Greetings, everyone. So before all words can be spoken, we bring greetings to all of creation. We give thanks for the rising sun and the light and warmth that it brings. We give thanks for another day of life. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, Dr. Kobayashi, honored guests and graduates. In the custom of the first peoples of this land, we offer the sound of the drum to honor our Mother, the Earth. We send our profound and deepest thanks to all of creation. We greet the world with humility and embrace the richness and diversity and wonder that is life. In Anishinaabeg teachings, the sound of the drum represents the original sound of creation. This sound reverberates still throughout the universe and infuses our being with life. We sound the drum to connect us with creation, to honor and celebrate life, and to remember to live with humility and kindness among all living beings. We offer these words of praise for those who are graduating this day. We offer these words of thanksgiving to those who have made these accomplishments possible. We offer these words of respect and honor to those who strive to bring dignity to our lives. We offer these words to remind us of the 7 grandmother teachings to live with humility, bravery, honest, wisdom, truth, respect, and love. We offer this song to restore our good minds so that we can act for the benefit of all. We accompany this song on your travels. May you travel well, and may your lives be filled with dignity and grace. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, Dr. Kobayashi, honored guests and graduates, I have the pleasure of presenting Unity and the Honor Song. Please stand if you are able.
Thank you, as always, Unity. As we near the conclusion of the ceremony, let me again, on behalf of Trent University, thank you all for being here today, and congratulations to all our new alumni, especially Dr. Kobayashi. I will say, and I'll interrupt the script here, that I do think there is a group that needs to be recognized. And for help with that, I'm going to ask the graduating class to stand for a moment, and if you would. And I want you to look out into the audience, because there you will see your supporters. Their parents or brothers or sisters or friends. They've helped you through the tough times. Okay. And I want to ask you to give the love back. Big round of applause for your supporters. No, I think you can do better than that. A round of applause for your supporters. Thank you so much. Congratulations on your standing ovation. Please be seated. To our graduates, I'd like to say at the end of the ceremony, ask you to remember that wherever you go, you still have a network of support at Trent University. You're members of the Trent alumni family, 60,000 members strong, scattered around the globe. We hope you will stay in touch and come back to mentor students, to participate in special events, and perhaps to give a guest lecture. Following the ceremony, please, everyone, feel free to take photos with your graduate on this beautiful campus. The scenes by the river are quite remarkable, and in the Student Center, where we have some lovely Trent backdrops. We will end the ceremony by singing O Canada. After that, I would ask you to remain standing if you are able until the procession has left the stage. Mr. Chancellor, I call upon you to dismiss Convocation.
Thank you, Mr. President. It has been a remarkable day. You mentioned in your earlier remarks that these ceremonies are a mixture of the purely formal and the informal. Well, we are now reaching the informal part. By the power vested in me by the Senate of Trent University, I now declare it's time to celebrate, it's time to party. Convocation is dismissed.